Hello guys, welcome back to K-Size. Today we are going to be doing another lecture. So we did one the other day about Kobe and Chadwick and how really all of that culminates to them wanting to get off the plantation. Like essentially just a quick wrap up side note. I'll do a part 2 of that, but just a quick wrap up side note of that is the fact that to take away from that, if you didn't really understand what that video meant, it simply meant that slavery never ended. It merely transformed. It merely made the shackles invisible. I think they all got together and realized that we don't need to have them slaved, or not slaved, but shackled in order for them to still be slaves. Simply. So, and even another current day thing that speaks to that would be the movie Antebellum. The movie Antebellum speaks to exactly what I'm telling you, that that slavery never ended, and that's essentially what that movie is showing. That slavery never ended, and it was like her consciousness and her psyche going back from slavery to how it relates to present day. So again, guys, slavery never ended. It only transformed. They never changed the game, they just changed the rules. That's it. But it never ended. Anyways. So, and to get into our current video, what we're going to be talking about is Black Lives Matter and Antifa. A lot of people are still caught up in this whole Black Lives Matter Antifa fiasco. But I will give you tips, not tips, but I will give you info. I will give you info on how to or tools on how to see and use and figure out for yourselves as to why these two groups aren't what they say they are. Okay? So let's get into it. So, Black Lives Matter and Antifa have the same political father, or you could say the same political mother, and they have different political fathers. Okay? So, let's agree that 95% of black organizations weren't created by black people. Okay, they were created for us, but they were not created by us. Okay. So George Soros is the mother of both Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Okay. And if you don't know this or get this, and I wanted to do a PowerPoint presentation with this information, but guys, it like wanted me to buy some stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to do all that. I was like, forget all that. I'm just going to go ahead and look. People can grab you a beer, a blunt, a snack, and just sit here and listen. And then you can go and expound upon this information yourself. So anyway, Antifa, let's break down Antifa. So Antifa is the military arm of Black Lives Matter. Soros's last name used to be Schwartz, just like I was telling you with the Rothschilds. A lot of these bloodline lineage families, they changed their last name. So Rothschild used to be Baccarat, then it went to Bauer, and then it went to Rothschild. Okay, so a lot of these families do that. It's because it's like an assimilation into another family through incest, sort of, and then it just kind of keeps. It's like money marrying money, and then like money marrying money within money. Like it's so that's how the names change, but it also hides the fact of their history, and it hides us being able to connect the dots with these people. Okay, but anyway, and the real last name of one of the founders of Black Lives Matter is Schwartz as well. So that's how the connection is there. Okay. So the father, George Soros, is the mother of Antifa. The father of Antifa is General Reinhold Gillen or Galen. Okay. He was part of the Third Reich. He was a master spy for Adolf Hitler. Okay. let's break down a little bit of the etymology of Antifa. Okay, so from Antifa, we get a word called Antion, Aktion, which equals action, which is an anti-fascist origin. Okay, so the Nazi regime, of course, as we know, are anti-fascist. The flag of Antifa, okay, was created by a Russian assassin killer by the name of Mikhailov Molotov, okay? And that's exactly why, I don't know about you guys, but when this whole, the kickoff for me, since I live in and from St. Louis, was Mike Brown, and all we kept hearing was Molotov cocktail. Molotov cocktail. I was like, why have I've never heard of this word? Where's this word coming from? But the word was coming from where they were paying homage to the origins of Antifa. That was the birth of that psyop. Okay, so that's how we got to keep hearing the word Molotov cocktail, because it was named after a Russian assassin killer, okay, named Mikhailov Molotov. Oh, Mikovlich Molotov. Sorry if I said that wrong. Okay, he was one of the assassins who took down the Romanovs, okay? And I don't know, I'm taking you guys back to school, but I don't know if you remember this or from history class about the Bolshevik Revolution. Okay, so him being one of the assassins who took down the Romanovs, that led to the Bolshevik Revolution, and we know that led to a lot of other stuff and Operation Paperclip and all that. Anyway, and that was around October 17th, 1917. Okay, but that whole thing was funded by Wall Street and a particular person on Wall Street here in the States by the name of Jacob Schiff. Jacob Schiff, which is, I believe it's Schiff or Shipp. But anyway, you can really say it to Siri and she'll bring up exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, Jacob Schiff, that later in his lineage, there's an Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff, spelled the same way, just like Jacob Schiff, is the congressman for California. Okay, so that's how these people's this evil, vile bloodlines and the past. This is how the past is meeting the present, which is really the movie and the precipice of Antebellum, which is really the precipice of our current state of being as humans on Earth right now. But anyway, so with Black Life, with oh, now how did this get back on? Give me a quick second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Okay, so the political father of Black Lives Matter is the Thug A, or you could say Thuggy Society, which is Thugge. That is an Indian origin type of secret society. I know you guys are like, what is she talking about? Listen though. From the 1300s was the origin of this society to 1901. Look this stuff all up. That's why I wanted to do a PowerPoint presentation to not only say this, but link it to things that you can also find as well. But whatever. The British destroyed the Thugge Society. And this is exactly where we get thug life, okay? I know you guys have seen that on a lot of rappers and a lot of clothing and tattoos and rappers, and it being a part of hip hop culture. But this is the origins of it, okay? This is the thing, though, guys. We are the only people on the planet who don't know who we are, and we are perpetualizing this evil. And we don't even realize it because we don't even know who we are or where this shit comes from. We're just blindly doing shit. But anyway, 3 men started Black Lives Matter. That was just the origin of Black Lives Matter. So 3 men stored it. And also, Diva and Thug, they are 2 demons. So that's also the connection to the Thug A Society is diva and thug. So when people call, I don't like to be called a diva, okay, because that is a demon, a demoness, and then a thug is a demon, okay, but you can look that up on your own time. So anyway, 3 men were the founders of Black Lives Matter. So it's really an acronym. B is for Bertram or Bertram, which is translates to black. I believe in Sanskrit, if I'm not mistaken. Labyrinth equals life. Morty, Mortii, it literally translates to matter in Sanskrit or DNA. So we've been fooled, guys. There is no fucking Black Lives Matter, okay? So take the fucking signs out of your business windows, out from like a bumper sticker off your car. Stop wearing the shirts. It's one thing to know or to be outraged by racism, right? But current day racism, as far as who we're attaching this passion to, it's been a trick. These men, guys, these men, that's another story, but these men are a psyop that we are going out and protesting for and thinking this is the reason why Black Lives Matter is important. These particular deaths, guys, it's a psyop. Meanwhile, because I'm personally not out there, and I'm not never going to be out there destroying shit, protesting, or any of that. It's the fact that these people, these entities, these white people at the top, these puppeteers are sitting back laughing at the people that are going out there. They're literally laughing at black people like, damn, like they're gullible. They don't even still see that they're being controlled. They don't even still see that they are in chains. Like, guys, it's one big joke to them. Seriously. And I really wish people would wake up. And this is not me saying that somebody that was killed by the police while they were unarmed isn't something to be alarmed about. I'm just saying that the particular circumstances are crafted for our emotions and crafted for a certain response. I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% sure either these people never existed, or if they existed, they were a sacrifice within some type of local Masonic temple. Okay? So, and the people that actually were killed and that were unarmed, the real stories, those stories never make the news. Because those stories are not linked to some type of Masonic temple or some type of psyop. Okay? Those were actually real life, but those are the cases that are not covered, and those are the cases that don't have us outraged, okay? But anyway, so a goddess that the Black Lives, these 3 black men, not 3, they weren't even black, these 3 black men, these 3 men, Bertram, Labyrinth, and Morty, they worshipped a goddess called Kali or Kaylee or California. You see what I'm saying? It's all a game to them, okay? So California, that we're talking about adultery, bestiality, fornication, masturbation. That's exactly what California, okay? That's why all that shit is taking place there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all connected. It's all in front of us. It's like we get it, but we don't get it, okay? And this is how these dots are connected. And that's how the people that know this information and have this information and it has been having this information and utilizing it against us are laughing at us who fall victim. Because the information is right there for us to know. But we just choose to not want to know, and we choose to not educate ourselves with this information so we can take it and weaponize it against them. And that's why they sit in their $1 million homes and laugh at us like, You see what I'm saying? We're stupid. Because we're not getting it. Anyway, this same goddess, I believe she's an Indian goddess. I believe she's blue, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Um, I believe she's blue though, because I looked this up a while ago, guys. I believe so. She has 10 arms, and what that does is depicts the European Union nations, the 10 arms of the European Union nations. Okay. And so this all comes down to the Bloods and the Crips. So the Persian term for blood is polter. Okay. The Persian term for Crips is Geist. So put that together. We have a poltergeist. What is that? A ghost, an entity, a demon, right? Guys, it's all in front of our faces. Okay. So the Latin term for Cain is blood. The Latin term for Crips is Abel. The Latin term for Abel is Crips. The Latin term for Cain is Bloods. So you see what I'm saying? So Cain and Abel, Blood and Crips, it's all connected. Okay, it's all connected, and these are the Hebrew terms. Okay, so the CIA weaponized and created and utilized the Bloods and the Crips gangs. I'm showing you how the past is meeting the present. Okay, so the past is Cain and Abel, the present is Blood and Crips. So in the 70s, when the Black Panther Party was destroyed, it created a political vacuum that needed to be filled. So what filled that was the Blood and the Crips. Okay. So, and as we know, a faction of the Bloods is the Pyrus, and Pyrus is a Finnish high-ranking demon. Guys, it's all connected. Anyway, the current founders of Black Lives Matter were ordained, and they practice Odun Ifa. Okay, so or Ifa or Ifa. So, I don't know, a lot of African maybe tarot readers or people that's on YouTube may say that they are initiated in Odun Ifa, or Odun Ifa. Okay, but this is what we're talking about. Just like anything, just like tarot, anything and everything can be used for good or for bad. Okay, but in this particular instance, they're using this for bad. They're using the negative aspects of this. So, just like on the floor of the CIA, they have the 1,000 points of light is what I've known it as, but it's also equal to the 16 points. And it's connected to the 16 points of possession that the Odun Ifa religion is based off of. Okay, it's based off of the 16 points of possession. With entities or deities or ancestors or any of that. So it's all this. I'm just showing you guys how it's all connected. So the CIA believes and cultivates in the global manipulation of reality, time, and probability. Okay, so you're like, what the fuck is she talking about now? Why is this important? Okay, it's important because not only are we being manipulated through the television and our feelings, and for us to give money to causes to fatten these people's pockets, they're manipulating time and reality and the probability. Okay, listen. So isokinesis is the manipulation of reality. Okay, E. The manipulation of time is chronokinesis. Okay, C. And then the prism of manipulation of probability is tychokinesis. What do we get? We get ECT. What is that? Etc. Right. Okay. Now we're getting to the origins of where that even came from. Where did that come from? Okay, that's where that came from. Etc. was actually used by witches over 1,000 years ago to curse politicians going back to Europe. Okay, and if you use it in present day, you can curse yourself, unbeknownst to yourself. Okay, yes. Alexander the Great was a practitioner of Odun Ifa or Ifa. Okay, and this is important because it's tying back to present day, or past to present day. So he's coming up because I believe he ruled over Macedonia. Macedonia and Regina had a flag that also depicted those 16 points. Just to further drive home how these 16 points is connected to Odun Ifa, and how the 16 points is connected to the 1,000 points, and how the 1,000 points or 16 points is one and the same. And that's all connected to the floor of the CIA. And the CIA is what controls the global manipulation of reality, time, and probability. So it's noted that when Alexander the Great was going into battle, he sacrificed 2 pigeons. One he dipped in red, one he dipped in blue. What do we know is red and blue? Not only the blood and the Crips, but the Republicans and the Democrats. You see what I'm saying? How the past meets the present. It's like, guys, it never changed. It never changed. It never changed. Only change was the rules. It never changed. So ultimately, we are caught up in a battle of the first Constitution versus the second Constitution. The first Constitution are the true patriots. The second Constitution represents the deep state. Okay? The first Constitution designed us to be a corporation. Okay? A stock, a commodity to be traded. That's how we got the social security numbers. Okay? The activation of the deep state started when JFK was assassinated. Okay? And the father of the deep state is LSD. And you're like, who the fuck is that? The drug. The CIA, MK Ultra, mind control. Who controlled all that? The CIA. L, Lucifer, S, Satan, D, devil. Who wears like a LSD button on their head? Erykah Badu. I love Erykah Badu, but we all know she got witchy ass vibes. But maybe it's going from witchy to a witch. Okay? Now, guys, I do tarot cards on her, but I'm not a fucking witch. Okay? That's definitely... And let me just pause it for a second to clarify something. Just so I don't want people to think that I'm contradicting myself, if you will. So I'm dealing with celebrities who deal with the teachings of Aleister Crowley and the Golden Dawn and the Order of the Phoenix. The origins of tarot cards come from Aleister Crowley. Okay, and he himself called himself the beast, the devil himself. Okay, but it's all about how you use it. Again, I'm not saying I'm with these people by any means. It's just simply saying that if I'm dealing and reading these people that are in this, I need a tool to help me read the people that are in this. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly why I really primarily do celebrity readings, but it's only to help you guys open your eyes as to the evilness of these people and how they play on our emotions. Okay, and how all this shit is connected, and how they pull strings to where, again, we are the ones with the short straw and they always walk away with the bag. But anyway, so the first and second Constitution. Why is this important? This is important, guys, because once you understand this, then you will understand fully as to what's going on and the tactics and the motivation for all the confusion of our current state of events, from COVID to wearing masks to now everywhere you fucking look up it's a mask, to the craziness that you see on TV, the craziness with Trump's presidency, and why it was crazy this whole time. It's because it's legit a fight of Cain and Abel, of red and blue, of the first and second Constitution. Okay, so President Trump is trying to restore the first Constitution through Nasara and Jisara. Okay, and if you don't know what that is, look it up. The first Constitution, I'm going to end it here because I don't want to go, because this is a lot of information. I want you guys to take it bit by bit, take notes, rewind this, watch it again, take notes as to what I said, and please go do your own research so then you can get familiar with what I'm saying and you can regurgitate it and tell somebody else, and then they can go look it up for themselves, and then they can go tell somebody else. This is exactly why I'm doing this. So the first Constitution said United States for America. The second Constitution says United States of America. Now you guys go look that up. And we're going to end it there because this is a lot of information. So again, I want you guys to rewind this, take notes so you can regurgitate it and tell somebody, and hopefully it's something that somebody doesn't know and they'll be sparked to be like, you know what, let me go look that up. And that's exactly what I want them to do, because when you look it up, then you know. If somebody tells you, you really can't regurgitate it, you could be like, yeah, I heard that somewhere, but you can't really regurgitate it. So go look it up for yourself. Please. This is my mission. Okay? Wake up people one by one. Knowledge is power. And the Bible tells you, and I'm not like one of them Bible thumpers that this everything is the Bible, but it's a lot of good points that stick with me. And one of those is you shall perish from a lack of knowledge, because if you don't know, then you won't do better. Okay? And if you don't know, then you're ignorant. And if you don't know, you're going to fall victim to these people that's pulling these strings. Is all I'm saying. This shit is all connected, guys. Slavery never ended. Is that not crazy? People could be like, yeah, I've been knew that. But it's just the fact of how they've been playing stuff out this whole time. It's only just been enough to shut us up. But again, I digress. That is the part 1. I'll do part 2 tomorrow. And YouTube has been taking so long to upload my videos, guys. So it's been kind of deterring me from recording, in a sense, because I'm like, it takes forever to upload. When I first started, it's like it would upload quickly. Now it's uploading so slow. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. Make sure that you vibrate higher, seek the truth, and carpe diem. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you, my haters, and I love my supporters 10 times more. Okay? So you guys stay safe out there, and until next time, bye.